Hello ladies and gentlemen, Miss Geary here. Today we're going to be working with algebra tiles again, and today we're going to be focusing on finding the perimeter of the tiles. So just like any shape, these tiles all have edges around them, and so we can find the perimeter. So if we start with the ones tile, we know that this is a height of 1 and a base of 1, which means that this is also 1 and 1. So if we were to find the perimeter of the ones tile, we would just add up all of the side lengths as if we were walking around the shape. So we would have 1, 2, 3, 4. So our perimeter would be 4 units for the ones tile. If we find the perimeter of our X tile, we know that the height is 1, just like this tile here. This length right here is unknown, so we call that side X. The height over here would also be 1, and then the opposite side here would also be unknown, so X. So if we were to find the perimeter of our X tile, we would have 1, 2, so we can combine that to be 2, and then we have 1x and another x, so we have a total of 2 x's. And actually this is not the correct way to write an algebra expression, so you should be writing it with the x first. So I'm going to record it this way and do 2 x's plus 2. Alright, last but not least, we have our x squared tile. So we know here that the height is x because we are unsure of what that length is. Here we have another x, an x, and an x. So if we were to walk around this tile and find the perimeter of this tile, we would have 1x, 2x, 3, 4 x's combined. So the perimeter of this tile would be 4x. Okay, so now let's try some more challenging problems. Here we have this figure. It kind of looks like a building with like a little entryway. So we want to find the perimeter of this shape. So in order to do that, we want to start by writing in the values as we walk around the shape. So my recommendation to you to make this slightly easier on yourself is to always start in the same location. So I always start in the top left corner, and then I just write what each side length is. So this side length I know is unknown, so I'm going to put an X there. This side length is a length of 1, 1. This side length is an X. And then I have 1, 1, 1. This side length here is 1. This long one is an X. And this top is also an X. Okay, so now that I have written all my values walking around the shape, now I need to combine all of my like terms. So to combine my like terms, I am going to color code again because that makes it easier for me to see if I have missed anything. So I'm going to start with my x's. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 x's. So I have 4 x's around my perimeter. And then I also have ones values. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones. So I also have 6 ones all the way around my shape. So here for my final answer, the perimeter of this figure of algebra tiles is going to be 4x plus 6. Okay, we have another problem right here. So I would like you to pause the video, see if you can solve for the perimeter of this, and then come back and see if you did it correctly. All right, I am back. So we are going to find the perimeter. So once again, we want to make sure that we follow the steps So the first step that we did on our last one is that we write in the values as we walk around the shape. So I'm going to start in the top left corner again. This first side length is 1. This side length is another 1 and 1. Here I have x. Here I have 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1. Then this last chunk right here is going to be an x. Then I'm back at where I started. So to find the perimeter, I can combine my like terms. So I am on step 2 right now, and I'm going to color code them because that makes it easier for me, and then I can really see if I've missed something or not. So I have an x, x, and that's it. So it looks like I have 2 x's on my perimeter. Now I'm going to move on to the ones. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ones. So I have 2 x's on the perimeter and 8 ones. So that is my final answer. Okay, so we have one more challenge problem. So what I would like for you guys to find the perimeter and the area of this figure right here. So you can pause the video, find the 2 different values, and then come back and check to see if you've done it correctly. All right, I'm back, so I'm going to start by finding the perimeter. So the first step to find the perimeter is to write all of the values as I walk around the shape. So I'm going to start in the top left. This length is 1, 1. This longer length is an x. This long length is an x. And this also is an x. Then I come up to my ones tiles, and I have a value of 1, a value of 1, the height of 1, 1, and 1. And then don't forget this one right here, which is also going to be a height of 1. And then I have this long length, which is an x. Okay, now that I've walked around the shape and labeled each side, I'm going to combine my like terms. I'm going to start with my x's, and I'm going to color code to make sure I don't forget anything. So I have 1x, 2x, 3x, 4 x's around my shape. Then I'm going to move on to my ones. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ones. So I have 4x plus 8 for my perimeter. Okay, so now I'm going to do area. And I need to remember that to find the area of algebra tiles, I need to just look at my tiles because they're already named based on their area. So I have 1x squared. I also have an x sitting on top of that one, plus these two ones tiles, and then I have another x tile on top. Okay, so once again, going through and simplifying or combining my like terms, I see that I only have 1 x squared tile. Then I have 1x here, and if I look in my expression, I have another x for a total of 2x tiles in my figure, and I can compare that with my actual figure and see, yes, I do have 2x tiles. And then lastly, looking at my ones tiles, I have 2 ones tiles, which I do. So I put in 2 at the end. So here I have my perimeter, which is 4x plus 8, and my area, which is x squared plus 2x plus 2. hope you got yours right as well. Thank you.